What is up, everybody? I'm here with my buddy Grant today, and we've got something new to me. I didn't even know this thing existed. This is a Mitsubishi Pajero Evolution, and it's a 1997.
1997 Pajero Evolution.
So, why this car?
I saw them online. I thought they were always so cool. And then what popped up in Bring a Trailer as they started becoming legal, and I made this crazy idea. I'll just hit minimum bid and see what happens.
Yeah.
And then a day later, I was still the winner, and the guy was like, I'm done dealing with Bring a Trailer. Clear reserve.
That is awesome.
Landed this very unexpectedly, but...
Glad you did?
Yeah. I had never seen one in person. But, I don't know, when it arrived, I could not imagine how ridiculous, like, the whole bodywork is. The photos and the videos do not get past.
It's nuts. We're actually going to just move right into the car because of the wind.
I'm gonna do it.
My R33 makes that same. It's not, it says more. I don't know.
Yeah, there's two versions of it. One that's like, you need to insert your card and pay money, and this is insert the card please, I think.
Yeah.
This is as the car left the dealership. So, got the random carbon ads. This is a Pajero, just specific stuff with a little carbon on the center. These are dealer option things. The only thing that is added is, of course, a dash camera here.
Yeah, it's important. So, this thing's quiet.
Yeah, this is, I mean, it's a Pajero. I mean, as they kind of, you expect, it was at one point kind of a premium SUV that could do real off-roading things.
What motor does this have in it?
This has the same like 3000 GT, you know, naturally aspirated V6, but they did a bunch of revisions to it. They made it, you know, 3.5 liter. They have the MyVex system, so it's got, you know, Mitsubishi's VTEC, and they claim with the gentleman's agreement 276 horsepower.
But it's probably got a bit more than that.
Yeah, people dyno and they make 270-ish.
At the wheels?
At the wheels, yeah. So, in typical format of the gentleman's agreement, it's a big lie.
Yeah. When you got this vehicle, what was your biggest, like, shock?
Well, when it rolled up, it's on the back tail of the flatbed, and just looking at how ridiculous the fender flare works were. Like, I expect them to be wide, but yeah, I mean, they're literally like 4 inches wide on each side. You don't mentally prepare that is how wide this car is. Well,
and then, you know, you've got these, like the rain guards or whatever they are on the windows. So it's like, when I pulled up, I was like, wait, do the windows not roll down? Because I didn't see that it was, I just saw like the bubble coming out. It was cool.
Another one of those weird dealer add-on things. Every one of them came with some level of wind guard, but you could get a dealer option of one that encompasses over half the window.
You're into JDM cars, obviously, if this is what you got. Yep. What was your first, like, JDM car you owned?
The first real JDM car that I had was an FDRX7. That I would call the JDM car.
Yeah. Is it a JDM or is it a USD?
It's an actual JDM car. Cool. Back in the day, I had a Acura Legend. That was like my first real adult car.
What year?
1994.
What was your first dream car?
Oh, it's going to be the F40. That's the easy fallback.
The F40?
It is ridiculous. It's over the top. It's everything that this kind of is, but just in a real proper sports car. There's the power.
There we go.
Not fast.
VTEC! I mean, it boogies.
For a 4,000-pound SUV.
Dude, and it shifts hard.
Yeah, so this was an Evo specific tuned, you know, transmission. I suspect it's the same one that was more or less in the Pajeros.
Yeah.
But they did do the flappy paddle thing, which was very innovative for, you know,
looking like a sequential.
Yeah. There we go. I mean, it's a little mushy.
There we go.
Again, it's 1997.
And it's not really built to drag race, you know?
No.
But the cup holders back there are cool. And that's kind of unique, because like no JDM cars that I own had cup holders. So are those factory too?
Yeah, this is, I guess, short of the steering wheel, this is exactly as what came off the showroom.
That's so cool.
There's also two hiding back down in here.
That's a cool Momo steering wheel. I had that same one on my Cedric. What's your favorite thing in like the car community? Going to shows, like just meeting up with like-minded people, or is there something that stands out for you?
I mean, I would say it really is just like-minded people. You know, as an adult, how do you make friends? You got to have common interests, right?
Yeah.
And cars, you find people, they all kind of have the same mindset. They like, you know, all the same things about it, you know, the way they drive, the things that you can do with off-roading, track, autocross, street racing, whatever it is. You can always find somebody that has that same niche interest.
It's true.
And I would look at my entire friend group, every single one of them is a car person of some variety.
Yeah.
Whether they started as a car person, now they're doing something else, but every friend I have is based in the car world.
Well, that's super. That's super cool, and I can agree with that. You know, like all my high school friends, we all kind of were into cars for a while. Now, like, not all of us still do that, but that was kind of where it all started. If there was anything about this that you could change, what would it be?
I think it could probably have about 40 more horsepower, and I think the steering could be a bit faster.
Oh, you know? Okay, so it's like you have to turn it a lot to get it to go.
Yeah.
So you can just go left.
I mean, the suspension, I mean, you can feel the ride quality is not good.
No.
It's very stiff.
It is. What other vehicles do you have?
So I have a FDRX7. I've got an E30 with a S52 swap and a bunch of other things on it.
What do you use that for generally?
I was using it as a track car, but I just kind of realized it was getting too nice compared to what I was really driving it to. So I got a cheap Mini Cooper, drove that for a while. I'm unfortunately moving soon, so I sold that off since it's just at this point excess.
Yeah.
I've got a 328 wagon, just like that one hiding out over there. Manual transmission car, so a really neat one to find. I got a Mini Cooper JCW, and then of course I've got this.
What's your favorite of your vehicles?
I am a huge fan of the FD. The FD does everything from a factory car that I think it should. Yeah. It's quirky. It makes no sense on how it delivers power. It's really small.
I can agree with you on that. The power delivery is unique.
Yeah, there's nothing like it. Little power, little less, all the power, back tires blast off.
Yep.
Because exactly, why not, right?
Yeah. Well, and the FD styling is timeless. You know, like that car could come out now and you'd be like, I believe it.
Yeah.
Have you done much off-road driving in this car?
Yeah, so I've taken it out to what they call 5 Mile Pass here in Utah. It's kind of on the outside of Utah Lake. I've done that 4 or 5 times. I've also taken it out to Moab and did the 8 Mile Pass. And then there's another trail, Fins and Things. And it did fantastic. Of course, the front and back are limited slip torsions. So you do the little 2-foot trick and you get all the lockup you need. It's got locking center diff. So
this
crawls
like
over everything.
This is like a gangster rig.
Yeah, I mean, if it had true lockers, you could just crawl over anything you needed.
Yeah.
And the wheelbase is, I think it's like 10 foot 1 inch. So there's no real worry that you're going to scrape anything in the middle. The approach angles on it are wild, so you don't have to worry about smacking anything. There's nothing that I was really concerned about. The hard part though with a lot of the trails at Moab is you drop downstairs.
Oh yeah.
And you know, this may shock, finding a replacement fender or a rocker guard, man, you're not finding them.
Yeah.
If you're gonna buy a whole body kit at $4,000, $5,000.
He peer pressured me into driving it.
It was not hard to convince.
No, it wasn't hard at all. Yeah, it's heavy. Like the steering's heavy, which I like.
And it actually has real decent feedback too.
Yeah, I wanted to take it through the snow. Can I see that really quick? This is actually super cool. So right now it's only rear wheel drive, and the gear shift indicator is so cool. Super select 4-wheel drive. I love that everything in JDM cars is in English.
Yeah, everything is in English, and then you read other things and it's randomly with kanji characters. Yeah, it's true. This is that is so cool. Like, I love the way that it just goes through the gears and shows you what gear you're in like that. That's cool. So if I started losing traction with the front tires, would it automatically? So it is not a automatic. You'll have to, cycle it through there. But the big innovation here with these was that you can pop it in neutral, and up to 60 miles an hour, you can basically go all the way into 4 high. Wow. So you can cycle it into 4-wheel drive if you'd like, including 4 high center lock. Wow, that's really impressive. I get so mad at Mitsubishi, like when I see them now. I'm like, you guys had so much cool stuff, and now
you did this.
It was a series of many, many bad decisions that led them into losing out on wild things like this back in the day.
I'm gonna launch it if that's okay.
Go for it.
And you can definitely feel when like the Mitsubishi VTEC kicks in.
Yeah, that was 55 miles an hour. So that was
allegedly.
Yeah, I mean, 80. It was 80 kilometers, 80, 70.
No, this like you're right. It does feel like there is some weird roll with it, but it feels like it does feel like a sports car. And the other thing that's weird is the steering wheel angle.
Yeah, it's a bit bus driver like.
But it's cool. I like it. It makes me feel like I need to get like the roller.
Yeah, and the only thing you can do to adjust it is drop it in your lap more. So it was definitely designed for people of a very small stature.
Also here, let me see this. I love, this is so 90s. The cloth.
Yeah, the Recaro cloth everywhere.
Yeah, these seats are so cool. And the steering wheel's dope. Pops, come check out this SUV.
It looks like a Suzuki Samurai on steroids.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
Yeah.
I mean, it bulked up.
Yeah, like it's definitely bigger than a Suzuki Samurai, but it's
built. Yeah, it's short. It's wide. It's like it lifted weights.
It did.
Now I hate to compare to a Suzuki Samurai.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Yes.
I'm sorry if that offended.
No. I mean, you talk the legacy of the Pajero. It's very heavily tied with the Suzuki lineup. So.
Yeah, I suspect, but that's.
Come and look at this, Dad.
That's pretty cool. It really is.
Like come and like look at the way the steering wheel like sits at like kind of like a different angle, and it's got what does it have, like lockers and stuff, or not lockers?
Got, center locker, low range, and then front and rear torsions. So you've got a real capability of off-roading.
Oh yeah.
You know, I've told a lot of people, if you talk like the natural history of this, like take the Bronco now, the Bronco Raptor, move it back 25 years.
And that's this
is kind of the idea that I think they were shooting for.
And I love this.
Yeah, cool.
The idea behind it is that is high speed stability is what the claim is. So the Dakar rally cars, that was what was actually designed for them. That's what they ran.
Well, that makes sense. But yeah, look at this, Dad. It's like
Got a 5 lug.
Yeah, this thing's no joke. Yeah, it's really cool. So, is there anybody you would like to thank, or you know, anybody you would like to shout out?
You know, I suppose Brent. I know he's been on here a few times. He got us connected here a while back, so I'll give shout out to him. And then, of course, you know, the guys that are in the Pajero community. Good support out there.
Are they nice?
Oh yeah, they're great people.
Thank you so much for taking me for a ride with this. This is truly a unique experience. And if you're thinking about getting like an SUV and you want, you know, a Japanese car, or you want a right-hand drive car, one of these. Also, something that I've been looking at that I had no idea about was what's the story with that?
Those are parking mirrors.
Oh.
So from my side, I can see right behind the front fender. So if I'm parallel parking, that's gives you the idea where you're at. Or if you're off-roading in this case, you can see if you're gonna, you know,
hit something,
scratch into something.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for going over this with me today. And
yeah, man.
Yeah. Please like, comment, subscribe. If you have one of these, write what your experiences with it is. If there's anything you'd like to put it down there. I'm going to take that out because it was stupid.
Yeah.